We're down here at the river working on a few projects. One is we have a pot garden tub, like a whiskey barrel full of glads. We need to move it into the sun. The other glads are coming up this way, so it's not getting enough sun. When we pull this back, it's loaded with slugs. They will eat up on your garden things. See, one little salt shaker. Watch what happens. They say visual is a lot better than telling somebody a story. That's all it takes. You can already see them. No more slugs. Well, you can see our experiment for making compost in a plastic bag, that the bag has definitely changed its shape. It's down in the middle and up on both sides. I had to pull up one of my onions. It went to seed. Had 8 leaves on it. You have to pull them up because that's the center of the onion. And you can eat this onion now. But if you leave it in the garden, the center of your onion, it's just what that leaf produces, it will get really strong and pithy and turn yellow, and you won't want to eat it. But right now you can eat it like I imagine a giant spring onion. Alright, right here, you notice anything on this tomato plant? It's missing a bunch of leaves. See, that one is missing leaves. The sun is right here. I can hardly see where I'm shining this camera. Move over here. But anyway, that little plant right there is missing leaves. And the only thing I know that does that is a starling. A starling will line their nest with tomato plant leaves, and it drives you crazy. If we slide over here, my old Martin house right there has got a nest of starlings in it, and they will come out here and pull every leaf they can off this until they fill their nest up. We planted seeds Monday. This is Sunday, 6 days later. My squash plants have come up, so I put these cloches over it so the birds won't pull them out. Got my cucumbers coming up. Everybody knows what plants look like when they come up, I assume. And I may have, right there, one cantaloupe coming up. That's it for now. More tips later. It seems like everything I say is years ago, but we've had tools and different things for a long time. This used to be a hoe. What I did is I cut it off, cut the edges off, triangles on both sides, and then I took a hammer and I bent back the edge. And this is what I used to drag down through my rows to plant seeds. See if I can show you what I'm talking about. With the sun on the screen, it's hard to even see what you're doing. But this is a 33-foot row. And I'm at the end. And then all I do is put the seeds in there and cover it up. I've been using it for a long time. There's no shellac left on it. My bride, you want to wave, bride? My bride is over there weeding their onions. She came down and inspected what I'd done on the garden and clicked out a couple good check marks on the clipboard, so I'm in good shape for the coming season. If Mama's happy, everybody's going to be happy. One of my other favorite tools is this pitchfork. As you can see, this is not any new model pitchfork. This has been stamped out. Never sharpen those tines. Back in the old days. Good steel. It's a little bit loose in the handle, and I need to put another bolt in it to tighten it up. Whenever I have trash or anything on the ground needs to go in the trash can, piles of weeds, piles of anything, this is what I reach for. You can pick a ton of stuff up with a pitchfork. They do have some serious sharp edges on them. If anybody's threatening me in my garden, this is the one garden tool I got that I wouldn't mind having in my hand. But it does a good job, especially if you get one of the old ones. Some of them old things seem to last longer. Look at that square nut that holds it together. Been beaten over with a hammer years ago. This tool is probably 50 or 60 years old. Been handed down in the family. I got my hands on it. Thanks for watching. Well, we're planting some bush beans today using I'm Still Working's redneck seed planter with a slight alteration of some 200-mile-an-hour duct tape, a little tray to hold the seeds, and a funnel. Really works good. I just did it. We got 4 rows. Little seeds all planted. All I have to do is take a rake, cover them up, and water them in, and put a 2-foot fence all the way around this so the bunny rabbits won't eat them. My bride has been doing a good job on the onions. She's almost finished. She's got about 4 feet of weeds left to go. And that's about 18 feet worth a row of weeds. That's a pretty good sized tub. But if you don't keep the weeds out of it, it will take it over. Well, we got these fences laying down. You can see the poles. You might not be able to see the fences. Beans are all planted. These little 2-foot fences. Little poles. Biggest thing is if you don't mark them a year before, you don't know where they go. But I think I got them lined up in the right place. My bride's almost finished weeding, and she'll be able to help hold these in place while I beat them in the ground. That's what I put my tomato stakes in with. You can tell that that's a pretty good size hammer. Well, we got the beans in, 2 double rows. Blue Lake Bush beans. Put a little gate on the front of this using those chain link ties that go on the upper pole, the horizontal pole on the chain link fence. All we got to do now is water. It's 6 o'clock on the East Coast. We're going to have to pack up and head up the road. Thanks for watching.